Guys, even though Bitcoin has been seriously rejected at the all-time high, it is not a time to be afraid and panic right now. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going for Bitcoin, and I'm sure after the election, it will go back up. And there's a lot of factors playing into this. The smallest one is the Chinese stimulus. $1.4 trillion, dollars, but not a lot of that is going into crypto. There will be some, obviously, that flows into crypto because, they got to do something with that stimulus money. And I'm sure some of the government officials will find some way to filter that into some crypto investments. They're going to do that to hedge against the Chinese dollar and the Chinese economy overall. Yes, the CCP is technically going to clamp down on it, but if the government officials are doing it themselves, which I'm almost sure they will, there's really not too much you can do about internal corruption unless you kill everyone, which I'm sure there'll be some heads flying, but overall, there's essentially going to be, some people that filter some money out into Bitcoin of that $1.4 trillion. However, it's going to be a very, very small amount of it. Retail people won't have access to Bitcoin, but there will be some money coming in. Another thing is Michael Saylor, we all know, is buying $42 billion worth of Bitcoin. How much is $42 billion at current prices? That's over 580,000 Bitcoin, which, by the way, is over twice as much as Michael Saylor has right now. Not Michael Saylor, but MicroStrategy has right now. They have a little over 200,000 Bitcoin. They want to buy 580,000 more over 3 years. That's $14 billion a year. And if you even divide that by 3, that's a whole lot of Bitcoin. I mean, we're talking a whole lot of Bitcoin. Think about it, like 583,000 divided by 3, that's still over 150,000 Bitcoin per year that he wants to buy. That's almost 200,000 Bitcoin, like it's 170,000 Bitcoin per year. Divide that by 360 days, he wants to buy about over 500 Bitcoin per day. So that's a lot of buying pressure. And Michael Saylor, he has this plan of raising $21 billion in equities and $21 billion in issuing debt to actually do this. And he's going to do everything in his power to buy that much Bitcoin. You can bank on that. So that is another big reason. And despite today's drawback in Bitcoin ETFs are still having a lot of inflows. That means institutions are still buying up Bitcoin like crazy. Right now, we're looking at another monster day of inflows, and this is for Halloween, October 31st. Strong net inflows into Bitcoin exchange-traded funds indicate robust institutional demand as Bitcoin dominance rises at the expense of Ether, one trader noted. So basically, Ether's kind of bleeding into Bitcoin. So are some of the other altcoins. Bitcoin experienced profit taking after a week of gains, dropping by up to 0.5% over 24 hours. Before recovering to stabilize just above 72K, but now it's gone down even further, obviously, to about 69K, at least at the time of the recording of this video. When this comes out, it might be slightly lower or slightly higher. But despite that, US Bitcoin ETF saw significant inflows for a second day, with more than 893 million invested on Wednesday, following 879 million on Tuesday. Even though Bitcoin's going down and taking a breather, we've had massive amounts of inflows. Institutions are still very interested in buying. That means the institutional investors and the retail investors that are buying via the ETFs are interested in buying. So the interest is still there. It's not like before where there was no interest. There's a ton of interest right now, even though Bitcoin is going down. That's how I know it will bounce back up pretty fast. Like I said, it's just a rejection of the all-time high. We've seen this before at other rejections, obviously. And of course, people are waiting until the election next Tuesday. They want some stability and they want to know what's going on. So based on those 3 things, I do believe Bitcoin's upside is very, very bullish. And I don't really see anything kind of derailing it in the near future. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.